Hi guys, today we're going to do a review of the Kershaw Kuro. MSRP on this knife is $44.99. Price range on this knife is $25.58, coming from Walmart, to $44.99, which is coming from Kershaw's website. Overall length on this knife is 7.25 inches. Blade length is 3.125 inches. Blade thickness is 0.12 inches. Blade steel is 8CR13 MOV. We have a Tanto style blade, and it's hollow ground. Blade coating is titanium carbonitride. Edge type is obviously combination edge. Handle length is 4.125 inches. Handle thickness is 0.53 inches, so a tad bit over half an inch. Handle material is glass reinforced nylon. Liner material is stainless steel. Pocket clip orientation, you could do tip up for left and right hand, but tip down only for right hand. It is a spring assisted knife, or speed safe, which is what Kershaw calls their spring assisted. Deployment is by a flipper. This is obviously a liner lock, as you've been seeing me do it. Yeah. This knife is made in China. On a note of the steel, if anyone's interested, this is the compositional makeup of that steel right here. Just tells you the chromium and the vanadium and the carbon content. Yeah. And then that's just the chart. And it just tells you all the different elements and how much it is in terms of percentage. Okay, and this is a Chinese knife, and as you can see right here, it says, no, it's Chinese steel used by Spyderco, Kershaw, and SOG. Quite favorable reviews from those who used it, at least in Spyderco knives. Good budget knife steel, and that it is. Some people don't like Chinese steel because they think China's taking over everything, but it's okay. It's okay. This knife's still pretty good, even though it came from China. On another note, if you want something that's sort of similar, but you don't want the Tanto and you don't want the combo edge, what you could get is the Kershaw Oso Sweet, also made in China, 8CR13 MOV steel too. That's going to come in a drop point style, and it's going to be a plain edge. It's got a different pocket clip than this one. Looks a little bit weird. They had the red one, but that one has been discontinued. I picked that one up, and I just have it. But they still have a black version with satin blade. But yeah. So, and the flipper on this one, it has like 90-degree spine right here, so it's pretty sharp. So it's not terribly comfortable when you do that. So pretty much what I look at the red Oso Sweet that I have, it's everything that this thing's not. It's not a Tanto blade. It's a drop point blade. It's a plain edge. It's not a combo edge, and the flipper is rounded, so it's more comfortable to me, and I like it more. But I still love this knife. This knife performs excellent. But yeah. Pretty much, grip is pretty decent. We don't have any jimping right here on the spine. Flipper deployment, no jimping on the liner lock. You could sort of call this jimping right here on the back spacer. This is the grip pattern. To me, it sort of reminds me of like something like flowers or something like that. But yeah, I like it. And if you're interested in the model number, it's 1835 TBLKST. That's a sentence right there. But yeah, we do have a lanyard hole, and this one does come tip down right hand out of the box. Mine came in a blister pack. I don't know if you get this, if it'll come out of a box or what. The steel performs excellent for what it is. Holds a decent edge for a decent while, and it sharpens up fairly easily. I have not had any failures with the deployment of the speed safe. It's reliable to me, and I just play around with it. This has been my EDC around the house for like a month or two now, and it's pretty much answered every single call that I called upon it. The coating has lasted very long. So, well, not, it's held up. I mean, this is still like unused right here. It's like still pristine, just call it, it's black. And then over here, this is like a grayish color, but it's still black. You still can't even see any of the steel. Right here on these edges you can, because it's been rubbing up against the liners when it closes. You could hear that. And right here I had this like little mini pry bar thing that I was scraping it with, trying to get the coating to come off, and I could not get it to go off at all right here. Just pretty much right here on this edge, and it was barely coming off. And all this wear right here mainly happened just from it closing. You could barely even see. It was a thin line that I had got with the mini pry bar multi-tool thing. But yeah, I haven't had any lock failures or anything like that. It cuts food excellent. It cuts rope good. I mean, it cuts plastic, it cuts cardboard, it cuts wood. And this thing will actually even could strike a ferro rod too. So yeah, and that'll mess up your coating right there. But yeah, it's a budget knife. It's not like you're getting a $800 knife. But yeah, I found that interesting that it could actually strike a ferro rod. And I got really nice wood shavings, like some nice, very paper thin wood shavings with that. Sorry, the drug addicts are starting up again. But yeah, so pretty much excellent knife. When I got this knife, I actually got it for $15, and then maybe 5-6 months later I went to look at it just to look for the specs, and it had went up to like $30 or around there. So pretty much I guess I got a deal on it when I did, because that was the price it was, 15, and then a little bit later everywhere raised the price. But yeah, so pretty much I really like the knife. It's comfortable in the hand. No jimping though. You just gotta watch right here, just if you're rubbing the side of the flipper, it is sharp. Comes to a 90 degree edge. So yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable right there. Other than that, I haven't had any other complaints with it. Sure, it gets some blade play, and I haven't adjusted the pivot or anything like that. And you can see we're getting some blade play. But I mean, I haven't even touched the pivot at all, so I'm pretty sure that we could work that out with some, just a little bit of a, maybe half a twist on the pivot screw. But yeah, for the $15 that I spent, or the $20 that you would spend, it's still a great knife, and I would prefer this as an EDC over, say, the Cryo, because I get better grip, I get more of my hand on it. Yeah, so I mean, this is it right next to a Leatherman Sidekick close, and that's the Full Minimalist buoy, which has like a 5 overall. It is about 5 1/4 inches overall. So yeah, I really like this knife. The combination edge, It's kind of a pain to sharpen, but if you got a bench stone, you can still sharpen it. You could use the corners of it, so it's not really that hard. Or you could go spend $6 and get one of those like diamond pen rod things that you could just sharpen each individual serration. When you're sharpening it, if you don't want to round this edge, which really doesn't matter, you'll use it as two different edges. Sorry. Apparently. Okay. Yeah. But yeah. Sorry. The dog just threw me off track. Sorry. But great knife for the money, and it's going to take all your tests that you need. And if you break this knife, you're not going to feel bad about it because you only spent $20. And yeah, if you don't like tan toes, like I said, you may want to check out the Oso Sweet. If you don't like Chinese made stuff, neither of those knives are going to help you. But for someone who's just interested in general gear, I'd recommend you at least take a look at this if you're interested in like a budget knife that you can use as a beater. All right, thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you guys have a good day. I appreciate your view, and have a good one.